Hello everybody, hope you are doing well. In today's video I'm going to show you how to implement the sign out, how to check if email exists or no, so to know if we go to the sign up screen or to the sign in screen. And first of all, as you can see in the last video we created the user, so we should be in the main tab view now, but it's not accessing yet, so I'm going to show you how to fix this. So hope you find this exciting and let's start coding. Okay, so if we go to our tutorial Pinterest app, as you can see we are currently always displaying the login view, which is wrong. We should be checking on our user session to check if we are authenticated or not. So as you remember, we got a user session where we know if we logged in or not. So for example, when we create a user, our user session will be equal to the result.user. Okay, so first thing, we will go to our root folder and we will create two new folders. The first one will be view model and the second one will be view. Okay, perfect. Let's create a new file from template, a SwiftUI view, and let's call it root view. And in my view model, let's create a new file also from template. It will be a Swift file and I'm going to call it root view model. Okay, and I can stop this, I don't need it anymore. Okay, inside my root view model, I will import observation, and I'm also going to import Firebase authentication. So Firebase auth, and here it will be at observable class root view model. And here I'm just going to have a user session to check if it changes or not. So var user session, it will be Firebase auth dot user, and it will always return auth service, the one I just showed you. So auth service dot shared dot user session, and I didn't write here a return because it's only one line. Okay, the second thing is go to my root view, and here I will call my view model. So at state private var view model, it will be equal to root view model, and here I will have a group and I will check on my user session. So if view model dot user session is not nil, in that case I display main tab view, else I display the login view. Okay, perfect so far. I need to go to my tutorial Pinterest app, and here instead of login view, use my root view. And one last fix I need to do is go to my auth service and add here import observation and add apt observable. So I forgot to do it in the last video. Okay, now if I run, because I created a new user, I should find myself in the main tab view. Because if I go in my root view, as you can see, if user session is not nil, it means I should be in the main tab view. So finger crossed, I will be in the right view. Okay, so let's wait for it and hopefully everything will be working. And as you can see, perfect. I'm in the main tab view because in the last video I just created a new user, so my user session is not empty, because in my auth service, as you can see, when I created a user, I did self.user session equal to result.user, so it's not empty, which is correct so far. Okay, now the second thing I want to do is to be able to log out when I click on this. Okay. To do so, I need to go to account and to my account view. Okay, perfect. And as you can see, I got an option if it's equal to logout. I will place this inside a button with action and label. Okay. And now I'm going to create also a new folder. I'm going to call it view model. And here I will create a new file because I want to be able to log out. So Swift file, I will call it account view model. Okay, we'll add import observation, and I will have add observable class. What did we call it? Account view model. And here I will add a function that is logout, so or sign out. Okay, perfect. Okay, here, so now I can go in my button and call view model dot. Okay, I forgot to call my view model, so at state private var view model equal account view model, and here I can say view model dot sign out. Now I can go to my authentication service and here add a new function to sign out. So function sign out. Okay, and here I will have try auth dot sign out, and I'm signed out. And the second thing I want to do, I want my user session that used to have result.user to become nil. So I will have self dot user session equal nil, and that should be all. So now all I need is go back to my account view model and here call auth service dot share dot sign out, and this should be all. Okay, so now let's run this and hopefully everything will be working perfectly and I should be able to sign out. So finger crossed everything will be working perfectly. Okay, so let's wait for it and hopefully everything will be working the way we want it. So now if I go to save it and if I click on logout, okay, I did logout, which is perfect. So that's what I wanted to see. Okay, the next thing I want to do is, as you know, when I click on, I write the email and I click on login, there are two cases. If the email exists, I go to the sign in screen. If it doesn't exist, I go to the sign up screen. To do so, I'm going to my authentication service. I will add a new function that checks if the email exists or not. So function check if email exists. I will pass email of type string. Okay, it will be async and it will return a boolean. I will place it inside the do and catch. So if there is an error, I want to print the error, so error checking email, and we display the error dot localized description, and in that case we return false. In the other case we will do let query snapshot will be equal try await firestore dot we check our collection of users where the field is equal to our email, so where field email and not this one is equal to our email that we just passed as an argument, and this will return .get documents. So as you can see, this will read the document matching this query. And now all I need to know is this document empty or not. If it's empty, it means this email doesn't exist. If it's not empty, that means it does exist. So all I need is return the opposite of query snapshot dot is empty. So in other words, if it's empty, I will return false. If it's empty, yes, I will return false. If it's not empty, I will return true. Okay, now that I got my check if email exists, I go to my login view model, and I believe I already created, as you can see, this check if email exists function. So instead of this, I will call what I just wrote. So return await, and I will call oddservice.share.check if email exists, and I will pass the email. And because it's only one line, I don't need the return. So now if I run, hopefully if I write an email that doesn't exist, I go to the sign up screen. If I write an email that does exist, I go to the sign in screen. So finger crossed, everything will be working perfectly. So let's wait for it. Okay, perfect. So let's say we write hurricane@gmail.com. This is an email that doesn't exist. So if I click on continue, I should go to the sign up screen, which is perfect. Now let's write an email that does exist, which is umarfemri@gmail.com. And when I click on continue, I went to the sign in screen, which is perfect. So that's all for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like and subscribe. And as always, stay safe, stay healthy, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.